Oh, we got so many things to ask you today. We're glad that you're in here. Obviously, you have a new children's book out. This is your second one, so we have to talk about that a lot.
You talk about anything you want to talk about.
Let's start about the big story of the day, and that is Michael Sam coming out and saying that he's openly gay and he's going to be drafted. Do you think that professional sports today, Metta, is ready to accept an openly gay guy?
Well, who's Michael Sam?
He's the guy from Missouri. He's a defensive end.
Really good.
They say he's between a third or a
How did he
fifth
play
round
this
pick.
year? He played good?
He was the SEC Defensive Player of the Year.
Oh, wow. I love defense. I love defense, yeah. I like anybody who loves defense. He's going to be drafted this year. He had a good season. How far did they go? What bowl?
They won the Cotton Bowl. They won the Cotton Bowl.
What is a Cotton Bowl? What is that? That's like, that reminds me of 1960s Cotton Club.
It's not that.
It's not that?
Well, they got to the championship game of the SEC. They fell a little short, but they were a good team. I think they were ranked as high as 5, if I'm not mistaken, during the course of the year. But overall, it's a good player that should be drafted around the 3rd or 4th round. And the concern is now that he is the first openly gay athlete to possibly be drafted, do you think it'll affect where he's drafted now?
Well, you would have to ask the actual owners of the teams who actually, or the GMs who picks. So I wouldn't want to put words in their mouth, but, I encourage anybody to feel comfortable with themselves.
Now, let me ask you this, though.
Yeah.
If Steve Mills signed a player right now to help the Knicks and that player came out and said he was gay, would he be accepted in that room?
Well, I think, as long as we are born, and living on the same earth and the same planet, we can't really judge. We all share the same ocean. We share the same, land, and we shouldn't judge anybody. We should enjoy everybody's presence. We should enjoy, everybody's energy and just enjoy each other, just in general. So, with that being said, I would play basketball with anybody.
But we know that this is not a world of unicorn and rainbows. People judge people.
Yeah, no, they do. It's 100%, but I don't.
Right.
Yeah.
I personally don't. And, and I would personally play with, with anybody.
Now, Jonathan Vilma said...
But not everybody feels like that.
Well, and Jonathan Vilma said there may be some people that won't have a problem with it, but not sure if they'd want to shower next to him, dress next to him, feel uncomfortable because of that.
Well, everybody has... this day and age, people have different religious beliefs, and people have different, ethical beliefs, and all these different type of beliefs people have. And, it's just a new day and age, and so many people just different, so many different communities now, and you have to be accepting of everybody. Personally, I'm not trying. If I was to have a teammate who was, homosexual, I'm not homosexual. I'm hetero, so, I can take a shower, with whoever I want to take a shower in the same shower with. I'm not out to do anything with anybody. I feel comfortable with myself, but not everybody is like that. Some people are different. Some people is raised different. Some people have different views on gays and homosexuals. So, and I can't judge them on how they feel, about that also. So. It's hard for me to, what was the guy's name who?
Michael Sam.
No, the other guy.
Jonathan Vilma.
It's hard for me to, actually, comment on his views on that.
Let me switch over to the Knicks for a moment.
Yeah.
When we tweeted out that you were going to be on here, so many people said, you've got to ask him this, you've got to ask him this, so I promised that I would. The Knicks are struggling right now.
Yeah. What was the question they want you to ask?
They want me to ask, why aren't you playing more? How come he's not playing? He's a guy he's been on a championship. He's a real good defender. This team has trouble with defense.
Right.
Why is he not playing? Why are you not playing?
Well, I think that's more of a question. Well, I think coach is doing a great job. You only can play 9 to 10 players max when you're on a pro team, because you have to have a set rotation. So the rotation that we have, I'm not in that rotation. But I think the rotation that we have is a capable, rotation. And I just got to stay ready, for whenever my name is called. It's been called mostly in the last minute,
right?
In games. But I'm not discouraged. And I understand rotation, as a coach, as a future coach also. So so you have to pretty much, as a player, you have to support a coach's decision, and you have to just be there. So what I do on the bench, I try to help the young guys, I try to see things on the court,